Hi, in this video we will analyze the cognitive perspective from interacting, noticing, processing, and practicing. Let's start with the interaction hypothesis. Many researchers have argued that interaction with conversation is a very important condition when learning a second language. Researchers Michael Long and Stephen Krashen mentioned that comprehensible input is necessary for language acquisition. The question here is, how can input be comprehensible? Modified interaction gives learners the opportunity to interact with other speakers until they reach negotiation for meaning. Modified interaction includes elaboration, slower speech rate, gestures, or the provision of additional contextual cues. Speakers are asked if they understood, or they have to clarify their request. Let's move on to the noticing hypothesis. Researcher Richard Schmidt mentioned that nothing is learned unless it has been noticed. And the second language learners could not begin to acquire a language feature until they had become aware of it in the input. It is very important to have learners pay attention and be aware of the language features through different tasks that teachers can ask them to perform. Now, let's analyze input processing. In the year 2004, Bill Van Patten observed many cases of students misinterpreting sentences. For example, when English speakers heard sentences in Spanish, they used the word order to interpret the relationship among the nouns in the sentence. He also stated that learners pay little attention to form and focus, mainly on the meaning of what they are trying to express. If the context of the sentence makes sense to the learner, they can understand the general idea. But this also interferes with learners' progress in acquiring the language. Finally, we will analyze the role of practice. Robert de Keyser argues that some classroom interpretations of behaviorism miss the point that practice is only effective if one practices the behavior that one wishes to learn. Practice needed for language development is not mechanical, and it is not limited to the production of language. Researcher Lourdes Ortega proposed 3 principles for practice in the foreign language classroom. First, practice should be interactive, meaning you need feedback. You need someone else to be there with you and guide you throughout the task that you're performing and the different skill that you're performing. Second, practice should be meaningful. And third, there should be a focus on task essential form, basically like a rubric. The goal here is to use these approaches frequently until they become automatic, not mechanical. Thank you. That would be all. Bye.